We return to the upper city. It is about late afternoon, New Year's Eve. The Heartforge Institute is closed for the holiday. Its great doors are barred, its halls emptied of students and visitors, its galleries left to rest beneath soft ward light and the quiet glow of preserved relics. Ancient Vossian devices sit in glass and brass cases, inert but dignified, their silhouettes casting long shadows across polished stone floors. The air smells faintly of dust, old metal, and oil that hasn't been disturbed in years. Lyra fills the silence easily. She moves through the central halls as she talks, her voice bright, echoing gently off vaulted ceilings as she gathers her things from a side workroom normally reserved for demonstrations and study. She talks about the concert at the Snake's Head Tavern, about Noor, and the way her voice carries even over a loud crowd. About how good it will feel to be somewhere warm and full and alive after weeks of late nights alone. She laughs. She checks her reflection in the glass of an exhibit case. She reminds you about your coat. Twice. She says it feels strange to leave the Institute empty on a night like this, but exciting, too. Then she disappears into the adjoining chamber to get ready, her voice trailing off down the hall, still buoyant, still light. You wait. Without people, the Institute feels larger, older. Every footstep echoes, every artifact seems to watch. Lyra's temporary workbench sits near one of the tall windows, carefully arranged among catalog tools and reference diagrams. Everything is neat, intentional. One device rests at the center of it all. Small, finished. Its crystal housing is smooth and warm to the touch, etched with delicate dampening channels and harmonic baffles. Not a silencer, a buffer, something meant to take a sharp sound and soften its arrival, to turn a sudden strike into something survivable. The bells. She had listened when you mentioned them. Not asked questions, she didn't push for stories. She listened, then worked through the night. Outside, somewhere far beyond the Institute's thick walls, the Veilboard Tower's testing continues. The tremor reaches the building faintly, a low vibration through stone rather than sound. The ward lights flicker once, then steady. Dust shifts along the tops of display cases. A second pulse follows, stronger. Something near the edge of the workbench wobbles. The third tremor rolls through the floor, deep and resonant. A smooth, palm-sized recording stone tips, rolls, then falls. It bounces on the floor and activates. Light flares within the stone. Lyra's voice fills the empty hall.
Alright, Diverter Prototype 7 is synced to the Solaris ley lines. Alignment, green. Nodes, stable. Heat dissipation, nominal. No misfires, no heat spikes. Good. But the refractor drift is strange. It's pulling more current from the lower refractors than from the upper nodes. That's backwards. Gods, come on, Lyra. I fired a question with the Calanteir, but the reply was brief. Proceed with installation as ordered. No explanation. Bloody bureaucrats. Sign this, red tape here, check mark there, approve this, approve that. Just do the work, Lyra. Just trust the process. Okay, progress. The diverter is seated. The refractor braces accepted the calibration without resistance. But I ran the numbers again. Trying to integrate older Vassian tech like this is like oil and water. Think, Lyra, think. Okay, That's it. Prototype complete. Schematic submitted. Diverter notes delivered to the Saraitel. Done. I kept rereading the calibration loops like I was going to find some big, embarrassing mistake. Nonna would have scolded me for the overthinking. A spark that doubts itself flickers, she used to say. I know Vassian tech isn't my strongest skill set, not like hers. But I think she would have actually been proud of this one. It feels right, clean, honest. Nonno's been quiet lately. I can tell something's weighing on him, but he won't say it. I thought earlier maybe he would, but he just brought some strange woman to me, asking if I could fix her glasses. Glasses, Nonno? Hopefully Navina can help her. She's far more skilled than I with Solaris crystals. He did mention he wanted to speak to me at the gardens. Maybe then. I hope he's okay. You know, I'll make him come to the festival. Maybe I can convince him to come to the Snake's Head too. Nuri's performing. And so is this Bodhi guy, headlining over Nur. I hope he's good. He deserves a night of light and music. We both do.
Around you, nothing else moves. The artifacts remain still. The cases do not rattle. The city continues its preparation outside, distant and unconcerned. Footsteps sound from the adjoining chamber. Lyra steps back into the hall, fastening the last clasp of her coat. She pauses when she sees the recording stone on the floor, then crosses the space and picks it up, setting it back on the workbench with practiced care. She notices your eyes on the device. "Oh," she says softly, almost sheepish. "That's done, Nonno." She lifts it, turns it once in her hands, checking her own work out of habit rather than doubt. Then she steps closer and reaches up, fastening it gently at your collar, just below the ear. When it settles into place, the world changes. Not dramatically, not magically. The distant vibrations dull. The echo of the hall softens. The edges of sound round off, like pressure easing from behind the eyes. Even the quiet feels different, less sharp, less ready to bite. Lyra watches your face carefully. She smiles. Proud and a little tired, satisfaction flickering there first. Then something else follows it. Concern. The kind that lingers even when the work is good. "It's not perfect," she says, already knowing it works. "But it should help. At least tonight." Her hand lingers for just a moment longer than necessary, adjusting nothing at all. Lyra watches you for another heartbeat, then seems to decide she's satisfied. Her confidence returns all at once, the concern easing back into something gentler. She reaches out, slips her arm through yours without asking, and gives you a small decisive tug towards the door. She starts talking again as you walk, words tumbling out in that familiar excited rush. About the crowd at the Snake's Head, about how Noor always saves her favorite song for the end, about how she's already decided what she's ordering the moment you sit down. Her voice fills the quiet halls, warm and alive, echoing between relics older than memory. The institute doors open at her touch. Cool evening air spills in, carrying distant music, laughter, and the glow of the festival lights rising from the lower city below. The sound reaches you, softened, gentler now, rounded at the edges. Lyra doesn't notice the difference. She leans into you as you step out together, already half laughing at something she remembered, already pulling you forward towards the night. Behind you, the Heartforge Institute settles back into silence. Ahead, the city awaits.